I am continuing in my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am continuing reading in a chronological order, according to event, not according to publication or volume, so I'm skipping around a bit as I move along. We are continuing with Alma again. These are the war chapters. Most recently we've been reading about Helaman and his taking of Manti without the shedding of blood through stratagem, and this encourages the Lamanites to get out of the Western Theater. It's kind of the end of the Western Theater of this war. We're turning back to the east with Moroni. The last thing we read with Moroni was the freeing of the Nephite captives in the city of Gid and taking many Lamanite prisoners up to Bountiful. And now they are planning their assault on the city of Moroni. But at that time is when they get the epistles from Helaman. They learn about what's going on in the west, and they learn that they are not receiving the support that they need from the government. Moroni has just gotten word that Helaman needs more men, needs more food, and they're not getting it. That is where we pick this up. We're going to be reading today, chapter 59. Moroni asks Pahoran to strengthen the forces of Helaman. The Lamanites take the city of Nephihah. Moroni is angry with the government. Now it came to pass in the 30th year of the reign of the judges over the people of Nephi, after Moroni had received and had read Helaman's epistle, he was exceedingly rejoiced because of the welfare, yea, the exceeding success which Helaman had had in obtaining those lands which were lost. Yea, and he did make it known unto all his people in all the land round about in that part where he was, that they might rejoice also. And it came to pass that he immediately sent an epistle to Pahoran, desiring that he should cause men to be gathered together to strengthen Helaman, or the armies of Helaman, insomuch that he might with ease maintain that part of the land which he had been so miraculously prospered in regaining. And it came to pass, when Moroni had sent this epistle to the land of Zarahemla, he began again to lay a plan that he might obtain the remainder of those possessions and cities which the Lamanites had taken from them. And it came to pass that while Moroni was thus making preparations to go against the Lamanites to battle, behold, the people of Nephihah, who were gathered together from the city of Moroni and the city of Lehi and the city of Morianton, were attacked by the Lamanites. Yea, even those who had been compelled to flee from the land of Manti and from the land round about, had come over and joined the Lamanites in this part of the land, and thus being exceedingly numerous, yea, and receiving strength from day to day by the command of Ammoron, they came forth against the people of Nephihah, and they did begin to slay them with an exceedingly great slaughter. And their armies were so numerous that the remainder of the people of Nephihah were obliged to flee before them, and they came even and joined the army of Moroni. And now, as Moroni had supposed that there should be men sent to the city of Nephihah, to the assistance of the people to maintain that city, and knowing that it was easier to keep the city from falling into the hands of the Lamanites than to retake it from them, he supposed that they would easily maintain that city. Therefore he retained all his force to maintain those places which he had recovered. And now, when Moroni saw that the city of Nephihah was lost, he was exceedingly sorrowful, and began to doubt, because of the wickedness of the people, whether they should not fall into the hands of their brethren. Now this was the case with all his chief captains. They doubted and marveled also because of the wickedness of the people, and this because of the success of the Lamanites over them. And it came to pass that Moroni was angry with the government because of their indifference concerning the freedom of their country. The beginning of the 30th year here seems to be a very tumultuous time for Moroni. He gets the news from Helaman about the Lamanites leaving the Western Theater. All the West has been retaken, but they're in their precarious position, and Moroni says, hey, this is great news. He sends the letter to Pahoran saying, look, they need your help. Send some men out there. And then he goes back to planning the taking of Morianton and the other cities in the east. But a month or so later, maybe, I would say about a month later, or a week or so later maybe, not too long later, the people of Nephihah show up. And all of the Lamanites that left the west, who fled away from Helaman, they all came over and attacked Nephihah. And the people all fled from him because there wasn't enough people there to defend the city, and they come in and join Moroni. And Moroni said, what's going on here? Helaman's not getting enough men to defend the west. Nephihah was just taken because no men were sent there. I thought there was an army was supposed to be sent to defend Nephihah. No army was sent. What is happening among the Nephites? And Moroni's got to be somewhat confused here. So We were supposed to have an army sent to the west to help Helaman. We're supposed to have an army sent to the south to strengthen Nephihah. What happened here? And the rest of the people, they all rejoice when they hear about Helaman's success, and they're all shocked and confused by the loss of Nephihah. So we will see their reaction in the next video when we read chapter 60. So I will see you there.